Yo, what's up guys, Nandra here. Welcome to another video. So for this video, alright, so for this video, I was going to show you some control games. I was going to be showing you some control sword decks that me and thanni44 have been working on. And I was going to go ahead and show you guys some like show matches between like me and her. However, a greater video instead popped up. For the control thing, I will go ahead and maybe show a deck list of her deck, because her deck worked a lot better than mine, just because like she used the concept that I used for when I was making my dirt decks, and that you only use two sets of 2-drops, then use Goblin Matrix to pull both the 2-drops, and the 2-drops you use are gonna be super impactful by themselves, as well as good to throw away on 2, just because you're not gonna have 6 evas for these 2 cards. It worked very well, and I'm pretty sure that it's gonna work well on ladder as well. But I don't actually know, just because on ladder you're not just gonna run into control sword mirrors all day. However, I do think it'll still be very good. So for the game I'm gonna show you, before the end of the night, like, it just coalesced into us playing memes. Even though like the win-loss looks like this, we actually played like I think over 30 games or something like that, or if not 30, very nearly close to 30, and it was almost an even 15-15 split. If anything, I think she might have been ahead by like 1 or 2 games. I'm not sure, because I did lose a bunch when she switched to that deck, just because, like, again, that deck is very good. So the game I'm going to show you is going to be this last game. I'm not going to show you any of the previous games, just because like we were playing a bunch of like memes and stuff like that. Well, she was mostly memeing. I was memeing less, but man, like this particular game is gonna go ahead and show you guys why you should try to like make friends with other people who play the game, either both online or just like in real life, or just like locally. Because honestly, some of the best times and some of the best like stress relievers in this game is ironically to play this game with other people that you know. Just because you can play memes, you can play serious, you can go ahead and you can try to like learn things about the game. You can also go ahead and test out interesting interactions. Like, for example, 2 of my friends, Azazika and Reminiscence, they actually wanted to test out the going into the Looking Glass for Aegis, which yes, I know you can't do it because the Aegis costs 9 and the Looking Glass only goes up to 7. However, because this was a 2-man project, one of them was playing Roost Dragon, and then the other one was playing the Aegis thing. Yeah, like on a similar note, like me and Room Next, we'd actually tested out something else as well. We had tested out the interaction between Haunted House and Nethys, to see whether or not you get the ghost, or if Mordecai would banish himself. Surprisingly, fun fact, you actually get the ghost and the Mordecai, which was very interesting to find out. Although obviously you would probably never do this in a game, just because those 2 cards are contradictory to one another. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into the game. So I'm playing one of my dirt decks, and she's playing Support Cannon. And this game was a very long game. You're gonna see a lot of crazy value come out, just because she's a player that feels like good at the game, just because like this isn't her first game. Generally, I think I've said this a few times, but like generally, if Shadowverse is in your first game, you're much more likely to be better at it, than people who this is their first game. Now, obviously, there are some exceptions, such as, for example, Disney. Shadowverse is his first game, but obviously, as you see, like he's in the NG playoffs right now, so. So, like I said, she's playing Support Cannon. Support Cannon doesn't really go off for the first like few turns. Like, it goes off after 5 when they can get their Support Cannon into play. However, that does require you to see the support cannon, so I have time. I play out the Grimnir here. To be honest, playing the Goblin Mage was a little bit better. However, I played it out here just because I don't know what my next like 2 cards will be. Like, for example, if I had gotten a Red Hot Ritual, it would have been better to play out the Goblin Mage. However, I just wanted to not like feel pressure from the Cinderella that I felt was going to come down, just because Cinderella is one of the bigger support cannon targets, just because you can just play her and bounce her and play her and bounce her and whatnot, and every time she comes down, she's the 3 mana, deal 4 to her target. If there are no targets, deal 4 to the enemy leader, which is pretty good, right? So here, I'm just kind of like flooding on sigils, which is actually kind of funny because like playing Dirt Rune is like playing Magic the Gathering or like Eternal, and which you can just kind of like flood on your like lands. You basically think of the sigils as like lands, because that's what you need to do in order to do anything really. So here, she actually gets to use a very nice interaction. She gets to attack first, weaken it, bounce it by playing Gawain, and then reduce the cost on top of that by evoing the Gawain and swinging. So now I know she has at least 1 or 2 commanders in her hand, and some of them are very cheap. So here I just go Levi. Again, I'm still flooding on sigils. I have 4, and I only have 2 ways to activate them, but really just 1. And I can't use the petrification. I have to try to save the petrification for the support cannon, or save Roland, because I know for a fact Roland's in her deck. Because why would you not play Roland? Because, oh hey, your support cannon. Additionally, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure she's like me, that she's most likely going to be playing Hero of Antiquity, because Hero is a good card, and I also want to try to save for that, because if I don't banish Hero, I literally never kill it, and Hero just like annihilates my board. So again, I'm still top decking like a champ. I get the Professor, I get to make a board. However, if you look, I'm out of Evos. I'm out of Evos very early in the game, and that's dangerous, because she still has 2. Well, really, she has 4, because she also has Luminous Mage as well, and then eventually she'll have more free Evos when she plays out the support cannon, because essentially support cannon reads deal your commander's damage to an enemy, to a random enemy creature before battling it, or sorry, without battling it. So here I get very lucky. Again, I'm still top decking. I just get the Professor. But she has another Luminous Mage. She's almost out of Evos though, so. However, I did just use the Professor, and I did just use an Illusionist, so I only have 3 more of those left in my deck. And I have to find them. I haven't drawn that many cards either, so this is going to be dangerous. Unfortunately, I don't top deck a Master Mage Levi. If I had top deck Master Mage Levi, I think that would have just like blown her out, but that's fine. I go ahead and draw last because I'm a scrub. And I go ahead and go face. I have a board again, but that's like whatever, because she can still dismantle my board pretty easily because she has stuff. So here she goes Roland. The Roland is actually very good here, because I'm gonna have to sacrifice damage in order to get rid of it. Additionally, ironically enough, the Durandal in and of itself is actually like fine, because I don't deal any more damage than 3 or 4 to begin with. However, it was really the ward that forced me to be honest, and I had to sacrifice damage into that. I could have petrificationed it, however again, I want to try to save the petrification for the hero, because like I said, I only deal damage in instances of 2 and or 3. But maybe that was correct to do it that way, just because, as you see here, I'm just getting my face smashed in now. Because I physically have to kill that Cinderella, because if I don't, she just trades into my creatures, then bounces it, then replaces again. So I just kind of lose traction. So it's better to just like give up tempo this one turn to kill it, and then go back to what I'm doing. I'm still flooding on sigils, which is bad, but it happens. So here she goes Dragon Charlotte. Dragon Charlotte has 7 HP and is a ward, so I have to use petrification here. Like I would have liked to have saved her for here or something like that, but that's fine. You can't always do that. So here I finally get use out of my veteran alchemist. This is actually part of why I only use 2 veteran alchemists, because if you use 3, you run into a lot of situations where you don't need the heal. And for me, like I'm a person that's always in pursuit of value, so I really don't like playing it without getting something from it. But here she goes ham with the front guard general, Eva the front guard general with the luminous mage. So now she's starting to get a ton of free evos when she was only supposed to have like 2 left, and I can't do anything about it. So I go ahead and trade in my board because I don't want this commander to smack me in the face for 7, because there's still an Albert in her deck. I can still die to that, because right now, like, if she plays the Albert, I'm gonna take 16 damage, and there's no chance of me being able to like crack back and kill her. So I'm in a very, very difficult spot right now. So she hits me for 6. I get teachings. I get Junos. Alright, so with the Junos, I can go ahead and try to stall, as well as with the carrot. So I go ahead and trade to make space for my Junos to make another golem. But here she evolves. She's keeping up the pressure. And then she finally gets to play her support cannon. However, I'm at 5 HP. I can die. I can die very, very easily if I don't like top deck like a god. I top deck like a god. So I go ahead and go Master Mage Levi. The name's Levi, don't forget. And I go ahead and go Gingerbread House. It's important to go for the Gingerbread House here, so this way I can heal. I need to heal because if she goes Albert, the Albert without me healing is lethal. So. Unfortunately, the support cannon snipes my ward. It's actually kind of funny. Like, another guy that I like played support cannon with when I showed you guys the support cannon video a while back. He was really, really salty because he was like, support cannon secretly reads kill your opponent's best target, or sorry, kill your opponent's best target. So for example, if you have a 4 HP creature in play and they have a support cannon that would do 4, and that 4 HP creature is your best creature, it's gonna hit that creature. It's not gonna hit your 0/2. It's gonna hit your 4/4. You're gonna feel sad, and that's what happens here. Because actually, the amount of chip damage that my creatures don't take, the amount of chip damage that my creatures take, that actually doesn't matter. What matters is that they don't like die in 1 hit. But here I'm still top decking, just chipping her into range. Now she's at 6. I play the Veteran Alchemist, that way I can heal 1 more time, because this is going to be my last ward. And right now, she can die. However, she got the snipe, and I'm sad. Alright, but here, I actually freak out a little bit. I go ahead and choose to trade, because I kind of like lost track of how many Luminous Mages she played, because this game's been going on for quite some time, as you can see by the fact that like we're both almost at fatigue. Well, sorry, I say almost at fatigue, but that really means just like we're like halfway through our deck. And to be honest, the trading there, it doesn't actually matter one way or the other, because outside the Luminous Mage, that's the biggest punish she could have. But here I go ahead and go Junos. Me leaving her at 1 and me leaving her at 3 doesn't actually matter unless I have a 2 HP creature that can go face in the next turn. Which if I do, then you know, that's like bad. But here she goes front guard. Unfortunately with the front guard, oh my god. Yeah, unfortunately with the front guard, I can't actually get through that this turn, so like I have the red hat to crack through the first body, but that's still really bad. Thankfully, we're both into top deck mode now. However, I have a carrot, so I always have one more card than her. But she has a support cannon, which kind of like makes up for that, because it will always kill. It'll always serve to kill that one card advantage I have. So we're still at a net even here. But here she top decks Albert finally to go ahead and try to break the stalemate. Thankfully that didn't hit my ward. She drops me down to 7. I got Illusionist. If the Illusionist picks up the Professor, then I win, but it does not. She hits the ward, hits my face, then plays Better Lancer. So we're still in top deck mode, but I'll die if I can't clear this now. I draw a Halo Golem like a champ and Halo her face. Yeah, like this game was pretty crazy. It honestly just came down to like she didn't see the card that helps her win the game until 10. And it just came down to just like me playing out very, very well. Additionally, also top decking like 3 or 4 times in a row, and yeah, like it was a very, very fun game overall. Like she and I just kind of like sat on Discord and just like talked for I think like 6 hours, just like that. And yeah, like it was very, very fun. You know, a lot of like ideas passed around, jokes made. It just, you know, a pretty feel good time. So I do invite you, all of you, to go ahead and, you know, try to make some friends, either on, you know, like say Reddit or say Discord or something like that, and just go out there and play. Like you'll be surprised just how much better you feel like if you just go ahead and just like play some memes for a few hours or something like that. Like you might even learn something, either about yourself or about a deck or just in general. And learning is always good. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Go and leave a like if you did. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I'll be trying to upload a few more times this week. I'm gonna be kind of busy though because my dad's in the hospital. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.